The strings that you use play an important role in the sound that you make. Yes, you as a performer, your nails, your technique will have the biggest impact on the sound, and your guitar also makes an important contribution. But don't underestimate the impact that strings can have on the sound. And that goes not only for the kind of string, so nylon or composite or carbon, but from one string brand to another, they can be quite different from one another. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the Aquila classical guitar strings. Aquila are a company in Italy. They produce their own plastic. They extrude their own plastic, which means they have much more control over the manufacturing process of their strings than some other companies do. And that allows them to really adjust and tinker with the chemical and metallic properties of the strings to make them sound the way that they want them to sound. So they're a very musical string. They do have a lot of quirks, so I think with innovation will come quirks, and these do have many of those. And that's sort of the theme of Aquila guitar strings. They're very unique and innovative. So in this video, what you're going to get to hear are a couple of Sor Studies, contrasting Sor Studies, one in B minor, one in G major, both from Opus 35, on different sets of strings. So to start, the very first performance is on the strings that I usually use, my preferred string, which is the D'Addario, and I have a hybrid set. So I have a nylon first string, a carbon on the second and the third, and then nylon core basses from D'Addario. And then after that, you'll hear different sets of Aquila strings to compare with my sort of baseline string. And these are the strings we'll be going over today. Cristalo, which is their nylon string. It has nylon trebles, but it has the Nile gut basses. Nile gut are sort of a blend of nylon and gut or carbon. So they sort of take the warmth of nylon and the brightness of carbon and blend them together. Then we'll hear, let's see, Alabastro, which is the Nile gut string. So this does that for not only the basses, but also for the trebles. This is a really interesting string. Sugar, made of sugar cane extract from Italy. And these are really interesting strings. The strings on the trebles are very bright. And they use a red copper in the basses that actually makes the strings look red, which is the same red copper that's used in the basses for these strings, Rubino. These also have a metal added to the treble strings in differing amounts that make the strings brown, but they're not all exactly the same color of brown. So you have red basses, brown trebles, very fascinating looking strings, but they also sound really unique. Please go to the link in the description down below to go to the blog to read the full review. So a big thanks to Luca at Aquila Corde Armoniche for sending me these strings to review. I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite set in the comments below? And have you tried Aquila classical guitar strings? And what do you think? Thanks, and see you in the next video.